And that will bring the end of the sixth over. And the score will be 44 for no loss for XL Insurance, XL Life Insurance. They started up beautifully. The scoring rate has been good. Over 8 runs per over, below 8 runs per over. And they definitely helped the way they started off. Felt that runs would come a little thick and fuzzy. It has come. Probably by the end of 6 over, they must have targeted something about 50, 55, 60. But I think they have definitely managed to hold up the run with 6 overs, 44 for no loss for Rexa Life Insurance. Lalit Gautam, 26 not out of 24. Giving company is Badrish Nathani on 18 not out of 12. Both batsmen have scored 1 sixes each. And fours for Lalit Gautam and 2 fours for Badrish Nathani. The bowlers have been touch expensive. Nitish Kumar, 3 was none for 26. On mid leg, lost on the back foot, and this will go into the trees. And you dare say, this is 6 huge runs. Now the batsman, what a shot that was. A little bit touched to shot, a long leg back, and that was dismissed from its presence and on to the boundary for 6. What a thumping shot that was. Rocked up the back foot. Lovely stroke that demanded some shot. And what a hit that was onto the trees for lovely 6. That will give him so much of extra confidence. Yes, the man in the middle, but eventually, he managed to steal a single. Good shot. Onto the boundary for four. Lashed onto that little fuller, onto off. We've already seen a lovely cover drive being played towards that region. And this exactly was a replica of that shot that we saw more than a couple of overs back. Little uppishly played, comfortably, softly towards the ball at long off, 1-1. It was like a jog in the park, the way they rotated the strike. 1-1 to the total for the man in red AXA Life Insurance. Outside of Samba, that's a goal! Box flip! Oh! Can you believe that? Can you just believe what you have seen there? We have seen a lot of fumbles on the pitch yesterday. This one was no different. Hand to the hand, we fumbled twice, and came out of his hand and onto the boundary for 4 runs. I'm sure he will be thanking his lady luck the way he was looking up at the sky, the batsman. And he should really catch on this opportunity. And this is a very good over. And 7 overs have been bowled with a thumping run, 60 for no loss. Lalit got 37 not out of 28, 5 fours and 2 sixes. And that leaves Notani, 23 not out of 14, 3 fours and a 6. As mentioned earlier, the bowlers have been expensive. Not expensive, economical too. 1 or 2 economical was versus Pawan Pandit, 2 was 9 for 10. But both Nitesh Kumar and Dhaneshwar, they have been taken to the cleaners. 3 overs, 9 for 26 and 2 overs, 9 for 24 respectively for both. Back to business and 60 for loss for AXA. Moving on very, very well. And we'll see a bowling change immediately. That will be, I'm sure, that will be a pressure on him. And why not 60 for no loss, no wickets to the moon for the man in black. Still searching for that solitary wicket. But as soon as the wicket falls, you can see a difference in how they can bowl the spin in the step. But the batsman, the question in the man in question in the middle, they wouldn't want to do. They will try and extend this partnership as much as possible. And not want to be commentator's curse. First ball, bowling change. Looks like a spinner. Very well played. 1-1. 1-1 considered of the very first ball. Nice off spinning delivery, flighting the ball and fighting the ball from the batsman, who gleefully accepts it to repeat the strike. 61 for no loss. First of all, again, little bit looking in the air. The bowler trying to stop it, but he has to just stop in his strike just to make way for the ball. 62 for no loss now for AXA. Very gracefully played. Seal the ball to the last moment onto his legs and jogging just to get a single. So all one on the board for the bowler for the first 3 deliveries. It's good to see a spinner flighting the ball. Flighting the ground, inviting the drive, doing the target and a bit of a mislead. He don't want to see that of him. But just 1-1. Again, 1-1 in the fourth ball. Jab towards the man at the point. Will not get a single. Score remains on 64 for Molas. One more legitimate delivery given in the 8th over. This is a good economical start from the bowler. Again, was strong to send it. It was missed down the one. The batsman, the wicket keeper, the ball going towards the boundary, but it was stopped by Kaushik. Just 2 runs. And this is a very good start from Santosh Bhatia. It's spinning the ball well and will be a little disappointed. Pandey was looking for a ball that will spin towards the wicket, but eventually they will get 2 runs and that will finish the end of the 8th over. And it's 66 for no loss for XL Life Insurance versus Urban R1. Santosh Bhatia, nice loopy off-spinning deliveries, inviting the drive immediately. And always good to see spinners giving some flight in the air, inviting the drive from the batsman, some throwing from the pitch. We've seen how the throw related both the batsman and the wicket keeper. And 2 runs added to the total for XL Life Insurance. 66 for no loss in 8 overs. Both the batsmen well settled now. Lalit Gautam on 39 of 30. Badris Nathani 27 not out of 18. He's mostly done the wait and watch game from the other end, having faced just 18, comparing comparatively to 30 deliveries by Lalit Gautam. But together they have forged a very good partnership to put the pressure on the man in black, who is still searching for an answer to get that solitary wicket to the name. Fighting the ball again. Nice off-spin delivery towards the man at cover. No run. Score remains on 66 for no loss for XL Life Insurance. Fighting the ball outside off-spin again, and that will be a wide. I dare say it's sometimes a crime to see a spinner to bowl no balls and wides, especially from a short run up. You need to measure your steps and try and bowl as many legitimate deliveries as possible. The pass down the ground. Very, very good batsmanship. This is from the batsman. 2 steps down the ground and it's straight down the batsman, straight down the ball, straight and onto the straight boundary. Towards the buffer moves, Ramadevan is for 4 runs to the team. The score moves on to 70 now for no loss for XL Life Insurance. He read the mind of the bowler, 2 steps down the pitch and counts it down the ground for 4 runs. On the ground again, this time it's even better. Out of the side screen and 6 runs for the better. 76 for no loss. This is good intention. This is very good cricket. Fighting the ball on Woodland leg, give himself some room down the pitch. And this time it's 4 plus 2, 10 runs of 3 deliveries. And the score 76 for no loss. And little bit shorter. This is good bowling. He's batting on 49. Lalit Gautam. He don't want to miss out on his half century. Little bit quicker in the other is good bowling. This is exactly what his captain would like to look from him. Played very, very well. He was a full on to the boundary. And that will bring the 50 for Lalit Gautam. This is a very, very good innings from Lalit. We can kiss his bat and hold the leg to that. We can hear the cheers for the dugout. Who runs 53 not out of just 25 deliveries from Lalit Gautam. And the score will move on to 81 for no loss in 8.5 overs. That is a good four. That is a good 50. Well compiled, well composed. 7 fours and 3 sixes. That's a lovely innings to start off the day. Kept his cool, kept his composure. Lovely innings from Lalit Gautam. Gracefully played towards the man, giving it a chase. And looks in ordinary stars. There's no rush of blood from Lalit Gautam. Many times you've seen cricketers after finishing off their half centuries and centuries, they go for the long shot, eventually perishing. But this time he has played very sensibly. That will bring the end of the over. 9 overs have been bowled. AXA Life Insurance are 82 for the loss versus Alban R1. At the ground game, taken on the field, straight onto him. That's the first breakthrough. You can see how the batsman is being used. He doesn't know what he has done because the field toss delivery after him. He could have easily cleared the boundary, but eventually hit straight down the throat of the fielder. First wicket down for Axel, and Alban, the man in black, they will celebrate the first wicket. They needed it very, very much, and probably a timely breakthrough for Alban. So the first wicket down for 81. Lalit Gautam, after hitting a very good half century, has to go back to the pavilion dejected. But a very good innings from Lalit Gautam. I'm sure he'll get clappings as he heads back to the pavilion. 54 of 37 deliveries, 7 fours and 3 sixes. And one up, he has put up a cementing platform for the other batsmen to go and hit some runs, pile up the runs now. So he has been caught by Santosh Bhatt of was caught by Rahul Kathat of the bowling of Santosh Bhatt, immediately giving the breakthrough of the first ball of his second over of his spell. Full toss, he could have hit anywhere, but straight down the throat of the fielder at long on. And why not every batsman? That was like a bread and butter shot for someone who just has finished his half century. But eventually it perished at deep long on. But we have a new batsman who will give company to Badris Mathani, who is batting on 27 of 18 deliveries. Hasn't had the strike for some time now. I'm sure he'll be inspired from what Lalit Gautam has done at the other end. He was back to the pavilion right now. And wicket for Arvan. 82 for 1 in 9.1 overs. Tries the ball again on the back foot towards the same fielder who took the catch just now. Softly played with good hands towards the man at cover. And no one. Score remains on 84 for 1. 3 more deliveries to go in this over. Very nicely played. Needs to be very careful of that stroke that he just played. All the 3 stumps were exposed. If there was a 4th stump also, that would have been also exposed. That's how much room he has given himself to play the trap. But no run in the end. Batting ball outside of stump. That will go away from the fielder. And that will 4 runs to finish this over. 10 overs have been bowled. And Excel are 88 for 1. Evades the fielder and evades the guardian boundary for 4 runs. Right after the break, 3 runs. Something definitely happens every time we see a break. And this time he was filled with energy. Some good juice flowing through him. He constantly keeps on looking at the heaven, I'm sure. He's been very religious cricketer. Defends up very, very well. Nice airtight defense. Right on the money on the middle and off. And he respects him immediately. 4 runs, then a dot ball. On the leg side, takes the opportunity, and the opportunity will fetch him 6 good runs. 98 for 1 now for Alexa. A little bit short. And that's the problem for most of the bowlers. They've been doing all right in the first few deliveries, but the next delivery immediately surprise you. Sweep on the leg side, little bit shorter, right in the back foot on for 6 handsome runs. On the off again, cuts very well, and the result will be 6 minus 2, 4 runs for the taking. And it's the 100 up for Exa, 102 for 1 in 10.4 overs. This is a very good healthy run with the maintained by them. On the leg side again, riskfully played. On the leg side, there is a protection. The fielder will come charging it towards the ball. Retrieves him back to the wicket keeper. Score moves on to 103 for 1. They have been doing almost all things right out in the middle, especially by Badris Natani. Just 2 strokes away from his half century too. We've already seen a very good half century from Lalit Gautam. Likes the ball, gives him some air. Lovely cover drive, 1-1, and that will finish the over. 11 overs have been bowled. The score is now 104 for 1 for Exa Excel versus Urban R1. Badris Natani, 43 not out of 24 deliveries, 5 fours and 2 huge sixes, giving him company. We've come just in the last over. Pawan Singh, 5 not out of 4, with 1 boundary to his name. And just 1 solitary wicket for Urban R1, which was captured by Santosh Bhatt in his first ball of his second over of his spell. 1 for 12, beg your pardon, and he has been just the economical bowler for the man in black. We have again change in options for Urban R1 to look to take some more wickets now, and it's very imperative that you pick out the bowler who can fetch you some wickets, because it's very important now. Don't allow batsman to get his eyes set in. Right, the ball land right outside off stump, little bit quicker. Wasn't really up to the batsman. quicker, all right, but it was little short also, giving much ample room for the batsman. Time to cut it, but he didn't latch onto the opportunity. Coming down the wicket again, and the fielder will just be a spectator over his head onto the tree branches. Luckily for him, he was a spectator, but the ball took the edge of the trees and it has come back. But 6 magnificent run here. What a shot. Latching behind the ground, behind the pitch, and remain the 6 to finish the formalities. That will be a wide, no doubt of that. House raise hands on the umpire. 1-1-0 for 1. Beautiful toss, and he latches onto the opportunity like a duck to water, and it will be 4 runs. I'm sure he'll be disappointed. He must have thought it should have been hit for a 6, but 4 runs nonetheless for his liking. It's a very good shot from Paramveer Singh. He moves on to double figures. 16 not out of 8. And it's 1-1-5 for 1. Good shot! And the result will be this time even fairer for Paramveer. 4 plus 2, 6 runs. Really not good bowling. You're flighting the ball all right, but you're also inviting trouble for yourself. 6-4-6. This is a lovely start here for Paramveer Singh himself. And the score will now say 1-1 for 1 for Excel. Here, going now thick and fast versus the man in black. Very good stroke, but will not fetch anyone. Paramveer's first innings score on this ground number 1, has been between 200 and 230. And the way the batsmen are going at the moment, it seems like 200, 220 won't be a distant dream now. Very, very flat. It's in the air. Fielder takes it very well. It's just a catch. It just moved few inches forward and looked very much settled all the way and gleefully accepted. So the second wicket down here, and it's in the form of Paramveer, 121 for 2. And Hardam Iwan, he'll be very happy with this wicket. We'd love to see the back of the other one, but nonetheless, they have been able to maintain to get the second wicket of Excel. Yeah. So Paramveer Singh, he has to go back to the pavilion after scoring 22 of 11 balls. Good catch from Rahul Kethart. He also took the very first catch, Rahul Kethart, towards the scoreless boundary, and this time he took this catch at the long on boundary. And both the bowlers the same. Santosh Bhatt, who has taken the second wicket for Hardam Iwan. Good shot, a very good shot. Really carries on to the boundary for 4. This is a good start of the over. What a redemption kind of a stroke that is. Inching towards a half century now. The score is 125 for 2 for Exa. And Badris Natani, he moves on to 47. Nice the ball again, plays it very, very well. And it's out. Can you believe that? He played it all right. But straight to the man, waiting with his open arms to catch the imagination of his flight. And he was flighted all right, but it has come in the form of the well set by this Nathani. He has to go back to the pavilion after scoring 47. Gets a tap on the back from one of the fielder from the man in black. But they will definitely celebrate this wicket. They wanted to see the back of Nathani, and they got one. The third wicket is down for XXL. 125 for 3. And this time it's Dhaneshwar who has taken the catch in the deep. And Deepak Saraswat, immediate breakthrough for him in the very first over that he has bowled off the second delivery. A 4 and then a wicket that will give him so much of confidence. But that gives Nathani, I'm sure he will be clapped also for sure by his teammates, because that was also a very good innings. Didn't get to his half century, but some should delight for everyone present at the ground with his glorious 4s and 6s. But unfortunately, he has to just settle with 47 to his name. 47 of 26, 6 4s and 3 6s. But now we have almost 2 new batter at the crease, and one of them is a lefty. So always good to have a lefty at your repertoire. Lefty-righty combination upsets the fielding combinations. Here's the next ball. Defended immediately off the front foot. Gives full respect to the bowler. Softly played. It was a very good fielding by Deepak Saraswat. Always good to see a bowler, especially a spinner, to go and flight himself to stop the ball. Flies and connects and the field. This is the wicket. This is the wicket. It is. It's done for a duck without disturbing the scorers. This was not a good shot at all. He saw the lucky flight from Deepak Saraswat and left shot to him. But it went up in the air and Deepak Saraswat said, it is my turn to celebrate, and they have counted very, very strongly. The man in black here at ground number 1 of the PCL Sports Complex here in Noida. And cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties, and that Adels has held itself true again. What a comeback here from the man in black. And disappointment again. This time he will go for a duck without score to his name is Bharat Sharma. He saw that free toss onto his high liner. Probably the bat slipped out of his hand, but no excuses as he goes back to the pavilion for a duck. But Deepak Saraswat, he will celebrate this wicket. 2 wickets in 1 over. And that will bring that's just 1 ball remaining in the 13th over. 125 for 4 now. What a comeback this from the man in black. At one point, XXL were going hammer and tongue. They're very, very strong. 80 for 1, and it is now suddenly a little bit off the back foot at 125 for 4. This is how the game changes. This is what a wicket or 2 can do. They spring in your steps now, especially from Deepak Saraswat. Very, very short and very well kept with a wicket keeper. Really need to applaud him and applause galore. He did it very well. That's never easy, especially when it is a flighter and has a flatter delivery on the leg side. That was good. That is very good from Deepak Saraswat. That will bring the end of the over. And the score after the end of 13 overs is 125 26 for 4. This is a good economical over from Deepak Saraswat. 1 over 2 for 5. He'll be very, very happy as he strides back towards the long off boundary with a cap and a goggles on his face. I'm sure V-Zone Grooming India, they will be happy to have probably as one of him coming on the board. Grooming India, making cricketers handsome day by day. And why not? Deepak Saraswat could be one of the person. But at the moment, it's 126 for 4 for XIXL. 7 overs more to be played here in the first innings of this first match at ground number 1 of the PCL Sports Complex here in Noida. Softly played, the ball has been settled. That doesn't take the second one. The throw comes in hard and fast towards the bowler. You see the claps all around. There's a spring the steps now. Everyone doing the job very, very well. Score moves down to 127 for 4. Rocks in the back foot. The ball is going towards the man that there is protection. Very, very good fielding there. On the deep. Very easy to run. And the ball has the speed and the trajectory. And he did very well. 1 hand to the board. Very good shot again. Towards the man at Seta cover. 1 run again. The score will move on to 129 for 4 now for XIXL. Made a good partnership now. Very good shot. Series of 1 run. Misfield and confusion in the middle. And the ball comes in right in time in the hand of the Dela. So just 1 run. He did fumble, but he did very well to retrieve the ball and give it back to the Dela. Good ball. This is very good ball. Flighted the ball towards middle and leg. Cautiously played towards the man at leg and along the leg side. Score remains on 130 for 4. Outside off now. Softly played towards the man at the cover. Just 1 run, 1 run, 1, then dot that 1 or 1 on the board. And that will bring the end of the over. 14 overs have been bowled. XL are 131 for 4. Definitely need to forge a partnership as they have seen the wickets falling at regular intervals by XL. Aditya Dubey on 2 not out of 3. Nitin Bhardwaj 3 not out of 4. I'm sure there will be talks how to come back to the game. Deepak Saraswat has the ball again in his hand. Had a good first over that was from him. 2 wickets for 5 in 1 over. Did go for a boundary, but has come back magnificently. The leg side. The series of 1 run continues from XIXL. This will again. And the ball will go towards the boundary. It was very soft, very, very soft from the fielder. I was just finishing saying that it will be 1 run, but it's 1 plus 3, 4 runs onto the boundary. Lovely, very, very lovely play. The two fielders giving it a chase. And it is just dive, but the ball will chip in under the grass banks for 4 runs. So 4 back-to-back boundaries. Vipaksha was happy, not be very happy. Oh, that was the first 4 which was not meant to be a boundary. But then the second one, little bit shorter, and he had ample time to go on the back foot. And the ball eventually he fielded the fielder for 4 runs. Taking the ball again, it's in the air, fielder! It's 6 runs! 4, 4, and 6. What a good stroking this is. This time he did fly the ball and he was up for it. Put it very well, checked his drive and checked it all the way and onto the boundary for 6 runs. 145 for 4 now for XXL. 14 runs of 3 deliveries. On the leg side, playing very well. Did try to manage it off the feet. Almost falling down on the ground. But will get 1 run is XXL. The score moves to 146 for 4. Carefully played, rotates the strike, and will keep the strike. 15 overs have been bowled, and Excel are 148 for 4. This was a good over for Excel. 17 runs came off this over. They'll be very happy, Excel. But they will have to try and accelerate now. At one point, they definitely look like scoring over 200. There are some few overs left and try and use the long handle of the sword now. So the slog overs definitely looks like more than a sword if you use the long handle correctly. There's a systematic mid wicket. There's a long on. There's a long off. There's a man who has been just asked to come touch above from the spare leg. There's a man protecting the third man. There's one man at the cover. There's a gully. Probably it won't be a bad play if you have probably a sleep also. Little uppishly played towards the man at long on. 1 run to be total for XXL. Score mode stop through. Big outside edge and 2 runs were taken, and it will bring up the 150 for XXL. 151 for 4. Was trying to swing the ball hard. Take outside edge, ball going towards the fine leg. So a couple of runs to bring up the 150. Oh, that was good. That's Ball spun like a spitting cobra on the pitch. That should encourage the spinners. That's been very rare sight to see, but that ball spun and spun very well, baffling the batsman. Score remains 151 for 4. Flies and flies very well, and the ball went like a dress again at the boundary. Couldn't face it at all. The way it went, the timing was so little in the air. But the player at mid-wicket couldn't spot it. We just have to retrieve the ball, and the score will now move on to 155 for 4. Very short. It just have to keep the angle phase, and it will go towards the boundary. Towards the fine leg boundary. Very flat. This is not good bowling at all. Definitely not good ball. The initial ball was shorter. It was very full, and this time it was so flat that he had so much time to move down and give the bat just a deflection towards the clear wires and cables banner for 4 runs and runs. The score will now move on to 159 for 4 for XR and he would love what he's doing right in the middle. This time again, he was trying to repeat the shot little bit flatter. I'm sure he will be disappointed. He had time again to play that shot, but a little better. And that will finish the end of the 16 overs. XR are 159 for 4. And with just 4 overs remaining, they'll love to see some more boundaries, especially the sixes coming out. Aditya Dubey, 13 not out of 9, 2 fours to his name. Nitin Bharadwaj, 20 not out of just under his 2 fours and a 6 to his name. Deepak Saraswat, 2 overs, 2 for 22. Santosh Bhatt, 4 overs. He has completed his quota of 4 overs, 2 for 34. Outside of stump. And there was a builder. The trees actually made it look very difficult to see what's happening. But that will be behind of the batsman, and half of the side is now back in the pavilion. 159 for 5 for XIXL was outside of stump and invited a drive. He accepted it, but eventually to his demise. 159 for 5 XIXL. And the man in black will be happy with how this has happened. Runs have started coming out from the blade. But now this wicket might just open some doors or opportunities for Ivan. They have started with some major injuries to the name of bowling figures, but they have come back very beautifully. The man in black, Ivan. They managed to restrict some runs, and now 5 wickets to the name. They should be happy. They have used 8 bowlers till now. Ivan, they have experimented vastly to dig deep into the batting of XIXL. Managed to pick up 5 wickets, 2 wickets apiece for Santosh Bhatt and Deepak Saraswat. And now Rahul Kathak, immediately with the very first ball of his first over, has a wicket to his name. He already has 2 catches to his name, Rahul Kathak, and he'll be happy that Rahul Kathak, yes, Rahul Kathak has 1 wicket and 2 catches to his name. He'll be happy to have some kind of good stats to his name. Catches are never been easy under this hot blazing sun, but he has done very well. 1 at long on, 1 at mid wicket. Outside off star, it's in the air again, but it will fall at moments and will go towards the boundary for Again, Savannah play. There's a wicket just gone, but no doubt, if it's there to the hit, he'll definitely slashing it hard, evading the fielder onto the third man boundary for 4. Score will now move on to 163 for 5 in the 16.2 overs, with 22 balls now remaining in this first innings. It will be Frappa, but he's played it very well. He's played it very well actually, and for 4 answer runs, 8 runs already. And what an over! This is a wicket in the very first over for Rahul Kapil, and then 2 runs, 2 beautiful boundaries immediately. One exactly not where he was intending, but this time he played it very well all along the carpet for 4 runs. So we'll move on to 167 for 5. It's in the air again, but few bounces, 3 bounces onto the fielder. For a moment, I'm sure the batsman might have his heart in his mouth when he saw the ball looking up in the air. $168 for 5. On the leg side, this is a thumping six. What a shot that is into the paddy fields. That was hit with some dignity, some authority. Someone please extend the boundary. This is not justified for the bowlers. We really need to extend the boundaries. But for how long? The sixers are going to the cleaners. What a shot that was. He used all his power, all his mighty. I don't know whether he has chewed a Max Pottinger or not, but if he has done it, Max Pottinger has done a commendable job to his muscle power. That was muscled all the way. Full toss, tilted it quite well. 175 for 5. And that will be the end of the over. 17 overs have been bowled. Axel are going very nicely now. 175 for 5. Aditya Dubey, 19 not out of 10. And Parminder Singh is on 9 off 3 ball. Bowlers in the middle from the man in black did a good job, the bowlers. But again, the runs have started to go out a little thick and fast now from the pace of the batter. And again, Deepak Saraswat, he has the ball in his hand. He already has 2 wickets to his name. Then economically, the last over did win for some runs. His bowling figures will say 2 for 22. That won't do justice to what he actually has done in the very first over. A couple of wickets to his name, and then 2 fours and a 6 in his next over. That has actually dented his bowling figures. But yes, but he will definitely love to do justice to what has been inspired on him by his captain. 175 for 5 in 17 overs, with 3 more overs to go in the first of this first match being played at this ground. That is ground number 1 of this PCL Sports Complex here in Noida. And we take the opportunity to thank our sponsors, title partner Dafra News, You are competing and playing in this Dafa News Pro Corporate League Season 11. Our grooming partner, Vision, Grooming India, Max Protein, Protein Snaking, No Cheating, Proctimo School, IFCO, KEI Wires and Cables, and our principal sponsor, DSG, SG Cricket Ball and Sportswear. Very, very short. And he'll help the ball to go and have some fun inside the ropes of Royan. 179 for 5 in 17.9 overs. Very, very flatter. And he's been punished. However, on the carpet for 4 runs. 179 for 5 for XIXL. White ball. Yeah, 4 in a wide. Five runs total. Flatter, but he was trying to swing the ball. This is good bowling read. Exactly could read what the batsman is trying to do. Deepak Saraswat. Little bit quicker in the air. One bounce and one to the boundary for four. He gave himself some room. He knew exactly what Deepak Saraswat was planning to do in this ball. And he managed to play it onto the boundary, onto a straight boundary for a nice boundary for 4 runs. Three big deliveries from Deepak Saraswat. Those are impressive deliveries before this one. But he was trying to probably repeat what he was doing. And the batsman had all the plans on his mind and onto the boundary. Better delivery against West Magic. Ruby cover. Just 1 run. Rotating the strike. Does it very well. Towards the angle ball and handling it very, very well towards the Dafa News holding for 4 runs. 189 for 5. They're reaching very, very soon now towards the 200 mark. XIXL waited for the ball very patiently till the last moment and angled the bat towards the third man boundary for 4. This is good bat. It's very good thinking. Immediately smashes it down the drain, one back onto the boundary, 193 for 5, just 2 strokes away from 200. This is very good clean hitting from the batter. Bowling figure of Deepak Saraswat has now got some dumping. He did start it out beautifully, but the slog overs has made his bowling figures look little expensive. But 18 overs have been bowled and XIXL are 193 for 5. Just 2 strokes away now from 200. And I'm sure they'll get it with 5 wickets. With 5 wickets in hand, we'd love to see the score going beyond 215, 220. We did say initially that the average first inning score on this ground has been around 230. So if not 230, around 215, 220 will be a very, very good score for the man in red. But questions galore here for the man in black, Ivan Arwan. They did try and restrict the run flow eventually, In the middle over, they did manage to get 3 to 4 wickets, which did restrict the run flow for XXL. But they have again rotated the gears. Eventually have now managed 193 for 5. Taking on the field. The fielder giving the chase. Felix Long and Gandhi. And this is very good running. This is very, very good. The communication was so good. You can see they kept the ball, the eyes on the till the last moment and made it very comfortably. The score will now move on to 195 5 for XXL. Big shot and he finishes it and on to the 3 for 6 and that will be a 200 for XXL. 201 for 5. This is good clean hitting and what a way. Clean into 200. Smashed it up onto the trees. When we turn, thank you. When we turn, and with 10 balls remaining. A 6 again. Back-to-back sixes. What a good shot this is. This is banged onto the trees. Running out of synonyms for the way this hitting has been encountered on the pitch now. The bowlers have been slotted almost on every part of this PCL Sports Complex in Noida. Cross patch this time. There is protection. Just get a single. Aditya Dubey. He quickly moves on to 44 is Aditya Dubey of just 19 deliveries. Just a stroke away from his half century. Gives himself some room. It's in the air. 3 fielders converging. Oh, he had them. Clearly just believed it. They needed the wicket, no doubt. Was trying to play it on the leg side, but the thick outside edge of the bat whipped up in the air. But an opportunity missed for the man in back. Smashes it, goes down the ground, towards the comedy box, and 6 runs, and the half century for Aditya Dubey. This is an innings with full character, with pumping authority, shows his jersey number to his teammates. This is something from Aditya Dubey. What a player to have in it. This is a pumping sanctuary, I would say. This is some. He shows his great pace covered. I'm sure some talking in the dressing room while he read that, and that's something he's done very well. And have to be credit in the hands of the man Man in black. 215 for 5. 50. Not out of 20 deliveries. A good shot. And onto the boundary for 4 runs here. The way they were jogging, I thought they will just be a run. But what a shot that was. Nice clean hitting. 6. Dot and then a boundary. It's in the air. That there is a full notice. A wicket in the name of Ivan Ivan. 219 for 6 now for XL. But he won't have any complaints as Alvinder Singh played his part. 22 of just 8 deliveries. That was a very good handy knock to support Aditya Dubey. And Alvinder Singh cut. Just 4 balls remaining in this last over. Outside edge. Get himself some rhythm. Couldn't connect it beautifully. The score will remain on 219 for 6. The team was trying to repeat the shot. Non-striker end. Aditya Dubey looks frustrated. He wanted to strike. Gives a strike now to Aditya Dubey. Two to 0 for 6. Very short onto it. Rushes beautifully and completing the formalities. 3-6 for that will finish the 20 right away to finish 227 is the target for the man in Arban R1 and Aditya Dubey. He will finish on 56, 21 balls, 4 fours and 5 lead on the bat of Aditya Dubey. We'll come back with the second innings very shortly.
बाहर के लिए है ना, बॉल लेनी पुरानी वाली। बॉक्स ऐसी फेंक रखा है, पीछे कितने फेंका।
हेलो हेलो
आप इसीलिए कंपनी अरे एचपी तो लैपटॉप लैपटॉप तो लैपटॉप तो एचपी में देखा है। मैंने बोला आप किसी कंपनी से होके ब्रॉडकास्ट कर रहे हो?
नहीं, अरे प्रैक्टिस करते सर के पास सर को ये सर जानते सचिन सर सैंडी सर का मैं स्टूडेंट हूँ।
सैंडी सेमना
सैंडी सर जो आते
वो जो नीचे
अब वही आएंगे
जो कल आए हाँ? क्या बार बार किसी को यार बोला नहीं बोल तो बोलो नहीं शिवा है मेरा
Back to business here. Uh, the first match has been played on this ground at the BC Sports Complex here in Noida. A target of 227 for the Urban R1 versus XIXL. They batted beautifully for a huge score of 226. We did mention an average score of 220, and they have exceeded the belief in themselves to put up a respectable 226. So now the onus is on the batsman to deliver. Here is the first ball from of the second innings of this first match. Where do we go? On the leg side, good batting appeal immediately. And the risk is single to start of the proceedings for Urban Iron. Run immediately off the very first ball. One for no loss. We need to not only start cautiously, but also try and build something which will make them inch very faster towards the target. It's a huge one, 227. It's never going to be easy. Trying to slash it outside off stump. Little bit slower in the air than the previous one, but into the safe gloves of the wicket keeper. Score remains 1 for no loss. Take yourself some time. Begin the good ball, respect it. Don't have to try and do anything fancy because the target is huge and you really need to cement yourself before trying to play some audacious shots. That's very good bowling. That will be a very good bowling. First wicket down here. With no runs on the board. With 1 run actually, 1-1. And he'll be very disappointed as he goes back to the pavilion. It was a little bit swinging outside of the trying to break the long shot again. All it will whip up in the air and safely towards for the man at the Gully. So 1 wicket already in the very first over for XRXL. And they'll be very happy. The man in red. They've done very good. They've done justice to the batting. They took in 226 and now they have already picked up the first wicket in the very first over. With 2 more legitimate deliveries yet to be doing. But this is a very good start. Very impressive. And I have told you there is some offer for the pacers also if you can maintain good line length. And he have been blessed with the first wicket. So 1 for 1 on the board for Arthur. Good ball, very good ball. Softly played back to the bowler. He'll be very confident. You can see the spring in the steps of the fielder. The way they are clapping the cherry. 1 wicket down already for R1. A lot more to play. Still just the first over. Very good ball. That's the channel. Swinging in away from the batsman. Inviting the drive. He did it all right. But he was very lucky to have not exit to the wicket keeper. Good ball. Keep that channel coming. Keep that line coming. I'm sure as you have been rewarded. And there will be some more coming in your way. Gracefully played, trying to take a single and will eventually get it. And we'll keep the strike. The first over is done. It's 2 runs on the board. It's 2 for 1 for R1, chasing a target of 227 versus XL. I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Dafa News, our title sponsor. This is the Dafa News Pro Corporate League Season 11, our grooming partner, V-Zone, Grooming India, Max Protein, and the Energy Bars, KEI Wires and Cables, IFCO, Platinum School, and the last but not the least, the SG, the cricket ball that which cause that which cricket match is incomplete. They have a complete range of cricket gear India disposal, and they have also added some new additions to their collections. At the moment, it's a 2-for-1 for Arban Arwan. A wicket in the very first over. Could have been a confusion, could have been a run out, but avoids it, and eventually they have able to cross less and more, lots of confusion, and eventually they managed to take 1-1, and the score will now move on to 3-for-1 for Arban Arwan. Writes the ball well and connects it very beautifully between the two holdings of KEI and Vijay on to the boundary towards the deep long on for 4 runs. That's the first boundary for Arban Arwan, and that will give them a real lot of confidence. 7-for-1 for Arban Arwan now. We have already seen a very good half century from Aditya Dubey of XL Life, of XL, and a couple of scores into the 40s. The bowling was also been very good from the man in black, Arban Arwan, but they lost the track towards the stock end of the overs of the innings, and that paved way for some flyer boundaries and sixes, and eventually the score went and kept tracking up until it reached on 226. At the moment, we're trying to see and retrieve the ball. It's 9-for-1 at the moment for Arban Arwan, facing a target of 327 just in the second over. And the wicket to be dismissed was Santosh Bhatt, who got out for a duck in the very first ball. Well caught by Anurag Pandey of the bowling of Dheeraj Bharadwaj. And at the moment, it's Lalit Gautam who has the ball in his hand, being just with dispatched for a humongous 6. Outside out was trying to slash it, but that will be an extra to the name. Into the double figures now, Arban Arwan, 10-for-1. Marty leg side, right to the ball. Bit of a confusion in the middle. And no run, score remains on 10-for-1 for Arban Arwan. Good ball, very good ball. Good spin, and it did have the penalty. And very well done by the wicket keeper. We have seen while XXL were batting, while it spun like a cobra and did miss the batsman and the wicket keeper. What a good shot this is. One hand stressed, but that will be the second 6 for Arban Arwan. And the score will now move on to 17-for-1 with 6. Lovely connection. When he gets it, it definitely stays it. Lovely shot, lovely connection. These are the kind of shots that give you definitely immediate confidence, but pressure keeps on mounting on the bowler. And this time, it is Lalit Gautam who is at the receiving end. Little flatter, square cuts it, there's a protection, and a super cover. So we'll now move on to 18 for 1, and that will be the end of the second over. 2 overs have been bowled. Urban R1 are now 16 for 1.
Somebody else also yes, actually, there was a Hindi commentator or something that
On the leg side, just 1-1. Repeats the strike. Score moves into 17 for 1. Easily played, and the ball will have the legs to roll along the carpet for 2 runs. Much bigger boundary for the man in black. Urban R1. Score moves into 21 for 1. It was very neatly played. And the fielder did dive onto his right, but the ball had the legs to go towards the new wicket fence for 4 runs. The score is huge, it's 227. So the runs will definitely inflict injuries on the bowler. But for the batsman, there's a sweet memories that will carry himself, and it will be even sweeter if he can carry his team to the doors of victory. Little Chada sort of stand played very well, little bit of a bad dance, but eventually he managed to hold on to the ball. No runs, the score will remain the same on 22 for 1. Smashes and will get some good handsome runs. In fact, half a dozen from his bid. This was very good shot. It was high in the air for a long, long time. You could see how the fielder was looking at the ball. But these are not very big boundaries. And if you time it sweeter, the result is eventually even more sweeter on the day than 6 runs this time. And the score will move on to 28 for 1 with 2 more deliveries remaining in the third over. So 199 more runs required. Quick shot, but this time played very well. Gracefully played towards the man at long on. 1-1 gives a strike. Score moves on to 29 for 1. Now for Urban 1. We need to pick up the singles in the twos and the more than the occasional boundaries in sixes. I don't want to repeat myself, but 198 as of now. Still, it's a long, long way to go. But now I was also there. But this T20 format, it's actually a cruel one. Outside off stump, trying to slash the ball. But eventually, there will be no run and the score will remain on 29 for 1 after the end of the 3 overs for Ivan 1, chasing a target of 227 versus Exa Excel at this PC Sports Complex here in Noida. Beautiful Sunday morning with the sun blazing down and it's getting even hotter. The temperature did rose up to more than 38 degrees Celsius yesterday and today there looks nothing different. But I'm sure the pleasure of playing cricket will definitely act as a soothing bath for every cricketers for and also for the one who is there in the dugout and also for the players who are waiting at the commentary box also for the next game. I'm sure they're enjoying this game from this view of commentary box and loving their company. Fighting the ball, defended well, but fixed the ball very well. Fielder giving the chase, chance for a second one, but he does very well to recover the ball and back to the wicket keeper. 1-1 for the total, 30 for 1. Good shot from R1. That will be a huge one. And the connection has the moment to take the long mark. It's only 6 runs to the taking. And this time it was nothing different from the batter. 36 for 1. Took the Indian ruled outside that stump. Did fight the ball again. Likes the ball again. And he's all he's the same. Back to back sixes here. And the score will now move on to 48 for 1 for R1. This is a very, very good shot. Again, he flighted the ball. It was like the repeat telecast of the first ball of the previous delivery. 2 back-to-back sixes for R1. In fact, 3 back-to-back sixes collected by the stalling umpire. Nicely played, very nicely played. Gives a single to the non-striker's end. Controls his rush of blood. Hat-trick of sixes, then a single to complete the over. 4 overs have been bowled. R1 are now 49 for 1. They're inching very well and very well set towards the target. 227 versus Excel. And time for some drinks. Enough to get the glucose intake and also the max protein bar to get some energy going. We might not have the counters, but we'll definitely have something to chew on.
This is the only tournament we play. One we play in Delhi. In Bali, I stay in good. Now it become very dry. We guess, sorry, we guess it wrong. Then I just said Moa, Moa. We get to play one international tournament. Right? We are also part of the PSG. PSG will postpone. Cricket was way beyond my South Delhi. Series would at least 10 South Delhi. PSG. Couple of our guys are defeated there also. Happy to give them the.
What is what is in here? And oh, that's the final from the wicket keeper. Had ample time, probably more than 5 seconds to collect the ball away. And this was the stumps, but eventually he just managed to fumble on one run. That was something. He had so much of time to collect the ball, throw it. But that is a story that they probably can go back to the dugout and discuss. But for now, they need to concentrate on the next ball. Could have been easily run out and the second one. Really well played off the legs and onto the boundary. Very nice shot, little bit swing in the leg side. And he took one leg up and towards the mid wicket fence. The 4 runs and runs. The 50 is up also with that stroke. Very good shot. 54 for 1 now for R1. When you're chasing a huge target of 227, the start also has to be very good. Outside of start going is in the air. This could be a catch. Yes, it is. Second wicket down for R1. You had an opportunity just few balls earlier. In fact, just 2 balls earlier, but that opportunity went begging. They didn't make any match out of it. And second wicket down. And XRXL will definitely would love to see it. They'd love seeing the back of the batsman going back to the pavilion. And it's now 54 for 2 for R1. And not very short on. He was on the back foot already. That was the reason why he couldn't connect the ball. It was in the air and very well accepted by the fielder. 2 wickets down now for R1. I was saying that how this partnership is very important when you have a huge target to chase beyond 200. But they have now lost the second wicket. So P.S. Bharadwaj has 2 wickets to his name now. 2 for 19 in his third over of his spell. He'll be very, very happy. Outside off stump again, trying to tap the ball, but no one. Score remains on 54 for 2 for R1. Good bowling, very good bowling. Drives back to the bowler. the air. That will fall in no man's land, which just juggled over the umpire and the bowler's head. So 5 overs have been bowled. R1 are now 55 for 2, going at a rate of 11 runs per over. But they would need something more than that. Scoring rate has been good as of now, but when you try and come towards beyond 11, 12 overs, that's when the asking rate keeps on climbing after you, and eventually, under pressure, you crackle up, and if the scoring is not high, and that's the time when you start pushing deeper down. But as of now, just 2 wickets down, 55 on the board for R1. It's in the air again. Fielder. Oh, he's dropped it. He lays flat on the ground, distraught with himself with his missed opportunity. It did come, and for a fraction of a second, he definitely felt that he took it comfortably, but it came out of his palm, and this is again an opportunity which we feel could just prove costly. But have to wait and watch. Probably he did before taking the catch took off his cap because set off and slashes it very well. Ball keeps rolling in the air, run downs along to the boundary 50. When you slash it hard, you see, and he did exactly that. And that will be 60 for 2 on the board for R1 with the boundary. Even with all the 4 fielders converging at covers, and it fell at no man's land, 1 bounce onto the boundary. Again he connects. It will be half a dozen the save. What a good clean strike was that one. A puff of dust also came off with that stroke. This is nice hitting. Intentions are clear. If you ball at my zone, I'll not spare you, my friend. I'll never spare you. Half a dozen for the taking. I'm sure when he was fielding, he has seen how his opposition was hitting the ball so clean and hard, and he's doing nothing different. You look like a gladiator in the middle when you do something different, and he'll be very happy with the reasons for himself and for the team in general. 66 for 2 now for R1. The run rate is now around 12 runs per over. And so the thinking cap has to be tight to hold on to their head for XRXL. Very well played off his hoops to try and come for the second, but they've just succeeded for 1 run. So we'll move to 67 for 2 for R1. Little bit on Midland leg, little bit uppishly onto his hips. Well glided towards the man at square leg. 1 run to complete the formalities. 67 for 2 for R1. Runs into ball, but he unspelled. 2, 3, 4 bounces onto the fielder. Love the way how he runs onto ball. is Pulkit Bhagat. Always nice to see a fast bowler playing with the wind. That's what Pulkit Bhagat is doing. He's gone for 13 runs in his 5 deliveries. But he has a very nice bowling action. You see how he's running on to bowl. What's it up? Stand little bit in the air. Yes, the fielder. And on to the boundary. For a moment you thought that he settled very well for that catch. But it evaded in his hand and on to the boundary for failure. So 6 overs have been bowled and the score will be now 72 for 2 for our one. Chasing 227 versus XL. And that will also bring Vishwa's half century. Actually, 50 of 15 deliveries, 2 fours and 6 sixes. Hanumant Dhyani just coming to join him. 3 not out of 5, but this was a half century of the highest order from Vishwajit Biswal. Stamping his authority. We've already seen a half century from XXL. And this time from R1. This has come from the blade of Vishwajit Biswal. Taking the ball well, connecting with the fielder. No fielder to protect the boundary. These are boundaries galore for R1. Oceans now heads crossing time for XXL. You really definitely need to stop this flow of runs. And score will be now 76 for 2 for R1 in 6.1 overs. This is nice little partnership going here for R1. India and played it beautifully into the max 14 holdings for 6 runs. Very nicely timed the Hanumanta Dhyani. Moves on to double figures himself. 13 of 7 deliveries, 1 4 and 1 6. What a nice shot. Inside out straight and he connected beautifully. And the score will now move on to 82 for 2 for R1. Pressure immediately. Catch it was the call from the bowler. I'm sure there was no edge onto it. But well done by the wicket keeper. Because there was no one behind the boundary. Two steps down the ground, will take a quick single, rotating the strike. Move on to 83 for 2. Again was trying to slash the ball, rising up. Will remain on 87 for 2 for R1. Very good job, very good job. That was a photographer's light on the leg side. And onto the boundary, the flash the player into the 90s is R1. 91 for 2 to finish the over. On the leg side, good very well. The fielder will give it a chase. The ball is going towards the boundary and it will finish his probabilities. Very nice shot. Wistfully played on the leg side. 95 for 2. You come in and run with the wind. Nice run up. But if you bowl on the legs, that will be punishment for you. 95 for 2 for R1. Lovely connection! Yes, that's excellent! What a hitting! This is hitting of the highest order. 97 for TKIM. What a hitting, what a clean strike hitting that we are seeing here at the PCL Sports Complex in Noida. He's taken that shot as a dark text to water. What a strike that was. You can hear the sound that it made while the ball connected the bat, and that is the sweet spot that you say. 97 for 2. It went a long way. 97 for 2 for R1. Ranging towards the target in a fashionable manner now. 227 is the target. Inching very well now. And next, it's in the air. We nominated. Oh, that's a 6. And that will be the 100 for R1. 103 for 2. Back-to-back sixes here. This is nice, clean hitting. The bowler definitely has no answer to the way this batsman shoot has been performed here. Lovely 2 great strokes that you are seeing here. 103 for 2 for R1. This will give enough confidence to the batter at the non-striker's end. 6 down the ground and 6 towards a good mid run on. What clean striking that we are seeing here. These are connections galore that we are seeing here at the PCL Sports Complex here in Noida. Again, it's a shot! It's in the air! Oh, it's out of the of sixes here! 107 for 2. This is stroking. This is masterful stroking. This is a down, whipping there. Lovely stroke. 109 for 2 for R1. They need to do the talk with the bat, and at the moment, they're doing it beautifully. More than beautifully, I would say.
We gave her IPL चला रखा था फोन में
Missed. Little bit swing in the air for the bowler. This is good ball. Interestingly, he hasn't bowled a single ball only on the leg side. And he gets one positive out for the bowler. This time he definitely tailed in the exact channel on the line of uncertainty for the batsman. And This time, that was a swing and a miss for the batsman. Hat-trick of sixes, then a dot ball. Needs to maintain the channel with the line outside of stump. Slow away. This time it was a slow delivery on the leg side appeal. But umpire gets it immediately. It's saying it's going down the leg side. And that's why, sorry my friend, it's not a decision in your favor. That will bring the end of the over. And after 8 overs, the score is 109 for R1. Chasing a target of 227 versus XIXL. We are seeing some great hitting here. This is Dafa News Play Cricket League, Season 11. Our sponsors, thank you to our sponsors. Title sponsor Dafa News, Greening Partner Vision, IFCO, Kia Wires and Cables, Tomato School, Max Protein Energy Bars, and last but not the least, SG Sportswear. The cricket ball with which you're playing this tournament. Striking the ball, coming on the field. There is a protection. Down at long on. Just a single. 1-1-0 for 2 for I1. Striking the ball, taking on the field, it's in the air. Oh, he dropped it. Has he dropped the catch or did it just fall short of him? He did try and dive underneath the ball. Probably just stepped out of his hand. It was difficult. And with the wind blowing, the ball tends to move away from you. Like the ball outside option, slashes it again towards the man at long off. Just a single to rotate the strike. And Vishwajit Vishwal batting on 56 not out now of 22 deliveries. Herman Dhani giving good company on 37. Like the ball goes down the ground. Oh, a stumping miss. A stumping opportunity goes down taking this time for XIXL. Right at the ball will miss the trajectory and the wicket propose against the stumping. You can hear saying घबराने की कोई बात नहीं है. Doing well. Likes the ball again. This time, this was nothing different. The channel has been very, very good fighting the ball. Not afraid to do that. That's a good thing from the bowler. From Dhruv Sharma. 9 for 3. He's doing very well fighting the ball very, very beautifully. Little bit flatter this time. This is good bowling. This is very, very good bowling from Dhruv Sharma. And the double finish the over. 1 over has been bowled for him. 9 for 3. And the score for I1 after 9 overs is 1-1-3 for 2.
जल्दी खत्म हो गया तेरी पता नहीं आई अभी मैं शुरू कर दी बचपन में ऐसे चाह था कि मैंने भी उनसे पेट्रोल पंप में गए मेरे पैसे करवा दो कितने करवाने मेरे 500 लग गया तो मैंने उनको कहा है कि मेरे 620 कर दो मेरा 3 सीटें करवा दो
1-1-3 for 2 for I1 in 9 overs. We have seen some good clean hitting in last over. Likes the ball high in the air, just shot of the man at the gully. A little cautious while you're coming down the ground. We have seen a stumping opportunity missed, so the ball is doing a bit after creeping from the soil. Fighting the ball again, is in the air, fielder, catch it very well, did it very well, going backwards to the catch, and he completed it very, very well. I did mention that the ball was doing a bit after creeping into the soil, and this time it did grip enough and it went in the air, lift up, and a backward running catch from the player to complete the formalities. So the third wicket is down here for R1, and the partnership has finally been broken. 1-1-3 for 3 for R1 in 9.2 overs. And Hanuman Bhayani eventually has to perish, and Parvinder Singh has taken a very good catch to dismiss him of the bowling of Nitin Bharadwaj. He goes back to the pavilion after scoring 37 of 19 deliveries, 2 fours and 4 humongous sixes of his bat. Yes, but like a racket in his hand, and that will finish the halfway of the second innings. 10 overs have been bowled. R1 are now 115 for 3. 227 is the target. They had some good flurry of boundaries in the last over. Didn't quite over this one, but they're still there at the driver's seat to chase this target. They need 130 more runs to win this contest, and they're still there hanging in the balance. R1. It's just a matter of a good partnership. As anything can happen. We have seen game changing hands at and XRXL. We have seen how they have motored themselves after the 12 overs, after 12, 13 overs, with some good clean hitting. Naturally, thanks to Aditya Dubey. And this time, I'm sure they will try and take a leaf out of the same book of XRXL. Is the R1 batsman. At the moment, it's a 114 for 3. 115 for 3 in 10 overs.
तो पानी ले आ
It's gotten a breakthrough again. It is the one of ball. 1-1-5 for 4 now for R1. But that was a very, very good innings to finish off from Vishwajit Biswal. He was the mainstay for R1, but eventually he has to take the long walk back to the dugout. 57 of just 27 deliveries, and this is a very good sportsman spirit that you see right in the middle as the players from XIXL were congratulating him of a very good knock. They know how this importance of this knock for the team, but they would love to see, they were liking to see the back of Vishwajit Biswal, but he will get a rousing applause from his teammates at the dugout as he has set a very nice base for them to chase this target of 2-27. A lovely knock which was punctuated with 3 fours and 6 glorious sixes of Vishwajit Biswal, and eventually getting bowled off the bowling of Dhruv Sharma. 115 for 4. Slightly good comeback here for XIXL after the thrashing that they got a few years back. Change of ends now here. As you can see, the bowlers bowling here from the commentary box end. Oh! What the catch is that one? He's the IFCO surface pair of hands for sure this time. It was in the air for a long, long time. He watched the commentary box of the ball came, and he took one of the greatest catches that you have seen in this Dhaka News spoke of the league. What a catch. Unfortunately, there was no photographer to capture the action, but I'm sure when you are seeing this live scenes on YouTube, on our channel, it will be a proud moment for him. I'm sure we will keep on seeing this catch over and again all through the night, and we'll be showing this moment on social media for sure. 5 wickets down, half of the sides breaking the pavilion for R1, and XIXL will celebrate again in a huddle. What a catch that was. He will be a proud, proud man today, and I'm sure he will be showing these to his family also. What a nice running catch to complete the family piece on this green grass outfield. Has to be one of arguably the best contender for the IFCO safest pair of hands today. Are they doing this good? For sure. What a catch, huh? We beat it back. We kept on seeing the ball coming. We've seen so many drop catches, but this catch will be etched in the memory of this historic league for sure for many generations to come. Never easy in this slightly heat of Sunday. But what a dive to complete the formalities. Likes the ball again. Oh, almost misses it. Almost misses it. He could have got a hat trick actually. Just misses it. Likes the ball again. It's in the air. Fielder takes the catch. 3 wickets in 4 balls. Some confusion. Is that out? Is that not out? And eventually it is an out. What a good catch it. He steadied himself under that catch and eventually get the cool composed right to take that catch. So 3 wickets in 4 balls. That has definitely put Ivan on the back foot immediately. This is good, nice fly bowling left hand from Dhruv Sharma. And he is one of the contenders for the SG most valuable player of the match for sure. This is turned to a match on its head. 3 wickets in 1 over. And in the space of 4 deliveries, he is just outstanding to say.
अभी की हालत ऐसी है
Likes the ball, taken on the field. Score will move to 116 for 6. What a turnaround we have seen here. What an over to finish. Applause galore for Dhruv Sharma. What an over to complete the final. It is 3 wickets. Sorry, 4 wickets to his name in 1 over. And what a bowling figure this is for Dhruv Sharma. 2 overs, 3 for 4. Doesn't connect well. It's a very flat. It had ample time to go off the back foot. You can see all the 3 stumps are exposed on the leg side. That was the amount of time that he has given himself to go on the back foot, but the ball was a little shorter and rolled along the carpet for just 1 run. Flighting the second one, trying to hit the ball towards the leg side. It was a good flight bowling from Nitin Bharadwaj. His second over of the spell. 1 for 3. Flights the ball again, driven beautifully towards the man at short extra cover. 1-1, repeats the strike. So we now move on to 118 for 6. Bit shorter again. Will go towards the fielder at deep wicket. 1-1. 119 for 6 now. For Ivan. They will pack back very badly. Thanks to 3 wickets from Dhruv Sharma in the early over. In the air again. There is a fielder. Takes it briefly. 7 wicket down here for Ivan. To be honest, this is not good batting. It was flighted outside off stump. He was taking the long handle, no doubt, but the connection was not there. 7 wicket down for Ivan. 119 for 7 now. And things not looking too gloomy here. but it will look glorious on the other hand for the man in red for XR as they celebrate the seventh wicket here at the PCL Sports Complex here in Gurgaon. 119 for 7 for I1 in 11.5 overs. We are into the safe grounds of the wicket keeper. One nine for 8 now. And things looking very difficult now here for I1. Things, wickets going in regular intervals. 3 wickets in the Dhruv Sharma's over and 2 wickets now in this over. 5 wickets in the space of 2 overs. Looking more and more difficult now for I1. 119 for 8. Just 2 wickets remaining here for XXL to capture. And to be honest, to be fair from both the sides, this match looks to be going towards just one direction, and the direction is towards the man in red XL. Until unless there is a very good partnership or there is something different, magical happening right in the middle, but until then, it's XXL who is driving firmly at the driver's seat here at the PCL Sports Complex in Gurgaon. Another one goes down. This is like a wickets replay that we are seeing here. 9 wickets down, 119 for 9. What we are seeing here is something very shocking. At one time, we were talking about how Iran was there accelerating for some runs, but now the accelerator and the driving seat is firmly into the buckles of XRXL as the 9 wicket is down, just 1 wicket away from a astounding victory over I1 is the XRXL. The bowlers have done their duties beautifully. What an amazing comeback that we have seen here. Some good clean hitting from I1. We get surprised, but then Dhruv Sharma gets the ball, gets his toast, almost got a hat trick, but he got 3 wickets in 2 balls, and now we are seeing some wickets galore as we just left with 1 wicket to be down to seal the deal here for XRXL. 119 for 9 for I1. White and 1 run. That will maintain to go to 120 for 9. Good quicker delivery. India will give enough room or time for the batsman to play the ball. Very outside off stump again. Umpire will extend his arms to signal an extra. 121 for 9. Just losing his touch, Mr. Dhruv Sharma. Striking the ball again. This is good ball. This is flatter this time. Very minimal footwork from the batsman. But that's all what Dhruv Sharma needs in search for his fifer. 4 for 5 already. Little bit flatter on the leg side. Will tickle down the leg side on the ground. Still in search for his fifth wicket. And if he gets that, that will be one of the most economical overs to be bowled here at round 1 of this Dhafan News Pro Corporate League history. Likes the ball, gives him some air, hits in the air, but falling here inside. 1-1 again. The score will move to 123 for 9, and that will finish the over. 123 for 9. Trying to guide the ball towards third man. There is protection. If you have to play, you have to play very cheekily out of his range. The score remains on 123 for 9. Lights the ball, slogs and slogs very well. But there is protection, just 1-1 for the taking. 124 for 9 now for R1. Just a wicket away. There's XIXL. This time quicker. Smashes it very well. The fielders are well set, very strategically positioned here by XIXL. Just 1 runs everywhere. Huge appeal, but umpire clearly feels that it has gone down the leg side. No runs for the taking.
अरे आशु भाई चाय कल पिलाओगे यार एक कप चाय पिलाने के लिए इतना बहुत यार हमारा बैठे हुए 1 घंटा ऊपर हो गया एक कप चाय नहीं पिला रहा कब क्या जा रहे हैं
Good bowling, very good bowling. 137 for 9 for R1. Just a wicket away. It will flutter, glides towards the man at cover. No run. Remains 137 for 9. Has to wait for a little longer. Is Axel. It's a ball well appeal down. Probably just missed the line of the off stand is what the umpire is indicating. And have to wait for a little longer. And will be over. And R1 are 137 for 9. Just a few overs remaining. And the intention from R1 will definitely be to try and finish batting all the 20 overs. Try and delay this win from XRL as long as possible. But what a turnaround this one from XRL. It's in the air. There's a fielder. And finishes the formalities. 137 all out. What a catch to finish the match. And again, a contender for the IFCO Surface Player of Hands. What a catch that was. And it will be difficult to judge which one was better. But at the moment, XL is the winner over R1, and it's a thumping and a resounding victory versus R1, and they have won by a very good margin of 89 runs here. Is XL versus R1. We will be back with the presentation ceremony very, very soon.
ये टूट जाएगा, ये ठीक से रखो. आज तक उसने कभी बैट फेंका है? बटलर ने किया? रोज बटलर ने किया.
वो ऐसे ही है, हेलमेट इज दैट यू ऐसा
इससे
नहीं
मैंने
इससे नहीं सेंचुरी मारा उससे तो कहता है वो अर्जुन मारने के बाद हाँ ये पहले से कोई ना ब्लू कर दिया था जो
वो तो खैर लोगों के लिए करते हैं. मेरा पेंटिंग नहीं नाड़े आप बना दो उसमें तो मैं भी नहीं करता मेरे बच्चे 14 साल के अच्छा अच्छा तुमने घर लिया फिर
आशु चाय पिला दे भाई, अगले मैच के लिए हो गया क्या कर रहे हैं इसका पानी क्या है रखे 10 ओवर तक क्या कर रहे हो भाई नहीं ऐसे क्या मैं क्या अरे कहाँ है आ गया आ गया
बाहर आएगा उसको उठा दो जाओगे प्लान के भेज दे पास
ये एक्सएल है बैठे अभिषेक है वो सदन से खेला था अभिषेक याद है जब विजयपुर में था भाई कभी आए नहीं लोग हाँ हुए हैं मिल लेते हैं शाम को लगा शाम को घर जाके कॉल करना महीने की हो गया फोटो भेज फोटो भेज अगला तो आएगा तो बताना मेरे को
Welcome to the presentation ceremony of the first match here at the Official Sports Complex. We'll keep it very short because we have one match to be played. We'll be starting off very, very soon. First of all, congratulations to XRXL and what a victory by 89 runs versus I1. At one point, it looked as if I1 was in contention to chase a huge target of 227, but eventually the breaks were applied thanks to a good bowling figure of 4 for 7 by Dhruv Sharma. And we have a host of prizes to give away today afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon. Lost the track of time actually. And so we've already mentioned who are the individual winners, but in front of all, we'd like to mention the Super Sixes is Vishwajit Biswal. He hit 6 sixes and scored 57 of just 27 deliveries. What a good clean striking that was of Vishwajit Biswal. Never easy in this hot sun to see the ball like a football and make it all across the boundary. Up next is the East Coast Surface pair. It is a very good diving catch at long on, and it's no wonder it's Nitin Bhardwaj from XRXL. That was one of the most, probably the most, or arguably the best catch that we have seen in the history of this Dhaka News Pro Corporate League Season 11. And we had no doubts. The last catch, the 10 catch of came complete the formality, was also a very good catch, but Nitin Bhardwaj held the edge over him. So of course, it is fair, Nitin Bhardwaj. Up next is the vision coolest moment. Nitin Bhardwaj, again, you have to step up again towards the presentation arena. And why not? You were cool and composed while jogging towards the catch, and no wonder contender trusting you to do it. Next is the KI impact player is Aditya Dubey, 56 not out of 21 deliveries. We cannot forget the way he hit the ball all across the trees onto the grass banks with those humongous sixes. I could see how he was asking me not to say much at the comedy box because the voice was disturbing him, but nonetheless he scored a scintillating 56 of just 21 deliveries. That's Aditya Dubey, the KI impact player of the match. Next is we have the Max Protein Power Pack, and that goes to Hemant Dhyani, 37 of just 19 deliveries. Hemant, that was a Power Pack, 3 6s that we have actually hit. It's Hanuman, I beg your pardon, Hanuman Dhyani, 37 of 19, those 3 6s were just stupendous that almost carried Iran towards the doors of victory. But unfortunately, XR Excel had some other ideas, but Powerpack Max Protein for Hanuman Dhyani. One player stood out, and he is the Yashasvi Jaiswal of SRXL, but this time he is done with his bowling rapid batting. He is Dhruv Sharma, as you most valuable player, Max Protein most valuable player, Vision most valuable player, and Dafa News most valuable player. You just have to wait for a while, Dhruv Sharma. We have just one more award that's from V Zone and Hanuman Dhyani. You have this prize to carry along with yourself, the V Zone gift hamper. Dhruv Sharma, now you can make your steps towards us to collect the SG most valuable player, the Max Protein valuable player, the V Zone most valuable player, and Dafa News the most valuable player. The host of awards is for Dhruv Sharma. 4 for 7. He did contribute with the bat, but with bowling, with his slow left arm spin, he made a curve around the batsman and took 4 lovely wickets. Missed out on his 5th wicket, but I'm sure he has kept it the best for the last. 4 for 7, the most economical, probably one of the most economical bowling figure that we see in the history of the Dafa News Pro Corporate League. Dhruv Sharma. Thank you everyone for giving your time to us. We wish you all the luck. And we have some photo ops now. And after that, we will have another match in the lineup.
हम कभी मोदी जी लोग केजरीवाल के बात नहीं करते पॉलिटिकल इश्यू तो अच्छा है चला ये और खाली दोनों बात अरे आप मुश्किल तो सरकार बोल रहे हैं आप आ नहीं अब आ गए
Okay, Dhruv, at the request of your players, I know they laugh well. And Dhruv, 447. Okay, let the video get recorded. They've actually come to hear what you say. तो ये बहुत बढ़िया परफॉर्मेंस रहा आपके लिए. If I didn't follow this here to tell you, so it will be difficult for me to. So anyway, नहीं, let him be comfortable. तो 447 आपने लिया, बॉल ग्रिप कर रही थी और 5वें विकेट के लिए आप जा रहे थे, लेकिन 447 आपके लिए काफी खुशी का माहौल होगा. एंड ऐसा एक्सेल आपके बदौलत जीत की दस्तान में जाके उन्होंने जीत हासिल की फाइनली आयरलैंड के खिलाफ. क्या कहना चाहेंगे? यू कैन सम अप एक ही बार में बोल के आप खत्म कर सकते हो.
एक्चुअली उस टाइम पे काफी ऐसा सिचुएशन थी, तो जब मैं बॉलिंग पे आता तो बस यही सोच रहा था कि अच्छे एरिया में बॉल डले, और यही करने में गया तो उसकी बदौलत मेरे को 4 विकेट मिली और वो टीम की विनिंग कॉज में थी, तो काफी अच्छी बात है.
एंड और तो आपको क्या, आपने कोई वैसे टारगेट बनाया था अपने मन में कि आज ये विकेट ग्रिप करेगी, मैं इसमें और परचेज अच्छा कर सकता हूँ, कुछ ऐसा मन में था और कुछ टारगेट थी ऐसे आपके मन में?
हाँ जी, उस टाइम पे उनके बैट्समैन काफी अच्छे शॉट्स लगा रहे थे सिक्स के लिए, तो मेरा प्लान यही था कि मैं ऑफ स्टंप के बाहर स्लो बॉल करूं ताकि उनकी रेंज से थोड़ा दूर जाए और वो कुछ एक्स्ट्रा करने जाए अपने एंड से, जिसकी वजह से हमारी टीम के हित में गया.
All the best. Good luck for the next match again. Very well done. Congratulations. Take your cheers.